Hi everyone, welcome back to my nursing journey. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Scout. If you've never been here before, welcome. This is only my second video, so you didn't really miss much, but if you want to know more about my nursing program, because that is all that I'm talking about here, just click the link below. It'll just direct you to my intro page, just so you know a little bit about me. It's only like 3 minutes long, so take 3 minutes, do it. Anyway, so today I am going to be talking about my first 4 weeks of nursing school. It's been a wild ride already, and I'm really excited to share all of it with you. So for my first week of nursing school was the very first week of August. It was the intro to the profession, so it was just a class talking about what it's like to be a nurse, what it's like to work as a nurse, all the things you have to worry about. Like, there were so many legal things that they talked about, which was a little nerve-wracking, but honestly, it was good to know, and it just kind of gave me a good perspective. It only was a week long, so the way that my school works, it's a block schedule. So for the first week, it was just one full class. At the end of the week, we took an exam. We also had a lot of like ATI assignments, a lot of reading assignments. I know a lot of people didn't do the readings. I am a big believer in readings, and I will definitely talk about that more in just a minute. But yeah, the exam for the first week didn't even count. It was just kind of getting our feet wet. The exam process is a little complicated the way they do it, so it was just a way to ease us into it, since it's a pretty simple class and they just want us to like understand the basics, I guess. And I really liked the professor. I thought she did a great job, and she was super nice. That's what I've noticed about this school, is like everyone's super helpful and super nice, and maybe it's just like a Western thing, but I like it a lot. I like how transparent they are. And then, so they had us do all these ATI assignments, which you get kind of used to, but it does take, like, you have to like get them right on the first try. Otherwise they have you remediate them and do them again, and then you have to like do like an extra assignment on top to make sure that you understand what's going on. So if you are going to Rosamond, I would really recommend getting in the habit of just studying those ATI assignments that they give you, like the modules, and then make sure you know everything before you take the test. And take the pretest, because it's the same questions, so as long as you read and you like notice all the questions, then you're good. They also have you take an ATI exam. So for the Friday of our first week, we had the intro to the profession like school exam, and then they had us like go through their whole exam process, which I'll explain in another video because it's like long and a lot, and you just want to focus on that. But then they had us take the ATI like proctored exam on critical thinking. I don't know if you like had to get a 90% on that or something. I did, so I didn't hear anything about it, so I guess it's fine. But they will have us do those ATI exams during our clinicals. So they'll have us come back during the clinical block period that they give us and have us take more proctored ATI exams. So it's just, from what I understand, it's good to stay on top of those ATI assignments, and that's what I plan on doing. That's what I've spent like all today doing, and it's the day after I finished my second class. So now I'm just finished my second block, so my second class, which was health assessment, which was a lab every single day. So we had to wear our scrubs. Maybe I'll do a scrub modeling sometime. I love my scrubs so much. Like, they're so comfortable. I think they're cute. Like, I don't know. I've never had an issue with scrubs. I know some people don't, but like, why go into the medical field if you don't like scrubs? That's all I'm gonna say. But I wore my scrubs every day, which I'm glad I got 3 pairs, because I did not realize we need to wear them every day. It was because we were being active, is what the professor said. I took so many blood pressures in the first week. Like, they had us do 50 sets of vital signs, which is a lot. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a lot, but it is so helpful. Like, yeah, everyone knows how to take a temperature reading, and then like the O2 saturation is just on your finger. It's super easy to read and everything, but like, I couldn't find a pulse my first couple of days. I was like sitting there like trying to find my partner's pulse. It was a little stressful, but the professor like worked with me. She showed me how to find it, and then like I got really good at it because I had to do it so many times. And then blood pressures. Like, we actually had to do the manual blood pressure. And so they had us do 40 sets of manual vitals on people, like mostly classmates. I did do it on some like people in my apartment complex because I wanted to get it out of the way ahead of time. But you could have done it because we have 42 students in our class, so you could have just done it on all classmates. And then you had to get 10 sets of like vitals, but using the automatic blood pressure, and everything else like you can do automatically, which was super cool. And it just helped me so much. Like, I feel so much more confident now going into my first clinical, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I think it starts at the end of September. But that was like such a good prep, honestly. And then for our assessments, they actually had us do 2 different types of assessments. So this class was 3 weeks long. Yeah, because I just finished my 4th week. So for the first week, we just did like lots of vitals, did lots of reading, and they also had us do like a group presentation on different, like the health assessments for different systems in the body. So like my group did hair, nails, and skin and lymphatic system, but then there was a group that did like thorax, lungs, heart, all that stuff. So it was super cool. It was helpful. We only had like 2 days to prep for it, so it was like crazy, but that's how this school is. It's designed to be fast-paced and keep you on your toes, but it's the only class, so we had lots of time to work on it. For the assessments, we did a physical assessment of the adult. So for the second week, we just practiced all of that. We wrote out a script. We practiced on like I practiced on a bunch of people. And then at the end of the week, you got your partner, practiced with them a few times, and then the following like Monday, I think it was, we had to do the health assessment like on your partner, in the lab, in a bed, like moving it up and down, which was kind of stressful but fun. And you had to do it in front of the professor, and they would like grade you, and then they told you right away whether or not you passed. And you couldn't miss like a whole system. You had to miss you had to hit all the points. They like gave you a sheet full of bullet points for each system, and you had to hit at least half those bullet points to pass. I got all of them. I was so excited. I practiced so hard. Like, I've made Josh sit there and listen to me go over it, and I practiced like all my heart sounds, all my lung sounds. Like, my classmates and I just spent so many hours working on our script together and just like making sure that we were ready, because I think it's better to be over prepared than anything else. And I was just super excited too to like be doing nursing stuff. And then so I passed that right away, so did my partner, which was great. And then I know that some people, if they didn't pass, they worked with the professor, and then the next day they came in and they did it again. So everyone passed. It was just like giving people a second chance in case they were super nervous, which I was nervous. I literally thought I was gonna throw up before, but then I like ended up calming myself. Like, it was just a whole experience, but it was good. And it was just putting us in a stressful situation and making sure that our brains could function. They also do simulations. I'm not allowed to talk about that, but I think it's super cool that Rosamond starts you off in simulations like within the first couple of weeks. It helps so much too, just like getting me in the right mindset for all this stuff. And highly recommend their sim lab. Oh my god, they have like everything. Like, they have a mom, we haven't seen it, but like the mom like gives birth, which is gonna be so cool, especially since I know some people like didn't get to do their clinicals for maternal newborn, so I'm sure that was like at least nice that they had the sim mom to do it. And then they've got like a sim man who can do like everything. Like, he can like code and bleed out and just like responds to like everything you do, and the professors can like control behind the scenes, I think. And then they've got like 15 mannequins or 20, I don't know. They rent out their lab to like other schools, which is super helpful. And it was one of the reasons why I chose this school, because I was like, I want something to practice on. I don't want to be practicing on actual humans for the first time. Like, yes, you have to practice on humans, but like, I don't want my first try for like inserting a catheter or something to be on a human. So I'm super excited because I think we get to learn that in the next block. Like, all of the IVs and catheters and Foley bags and all that stuff in the next one. So I'm so ready for that. And then we just had our exam yesterday, so Friday, and I passed with like 103%. I was shook. Like, I was so excited. I did not know. Like, I knew I passed because I had a good feeling. And, like, when we were going through the exam review and stuff, I was like, oh, I got this. I got that one right. And I only got, like, a couple wrong. And then they let us, I'll explain, like, the whole process, but they let us, like, get points back for things. Like, you could challenge questions. And then I got team points because my team did really well. So it ended up, like, bumping my score up way higher than I thought it would. So it was great, and it was a really, I mean, I studied my ass off for that, because our physical assessment was like a couple of days before the actual, like, multiple choice assessment that we did yesterday. So I had 3 straight days to study, and that's all I did. But yeah, the first couple of weeks have been great. If you're interested in hearing more about my experience, definitely let me know in the comments, because this is fun for me, but, like, I want to make sure that other people are getting something out of it too. If you have any questions about study tips, I am definitely going to talk about the exam process in my next video. And then, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'm super excited. I'm going to do, like, my bag haul eventually. I just want to make sure I'm actually using all my supplies. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like it if you like it, and have a great day.